If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you about it. It's free, which is amazing. And there are these really cool creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you, so it's easy to be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get podcasts. And you get to make money with no minimum listenership, which is really cool. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right away. Wellnesspreneurs, are you ready to stop side hustling and start making an income doing what you love? It's time to pull up a seat and align your third eye on the prize. Each week, we will have conversations with successful creatives in wellness, business, marketing, and more to uncover practical methods to take you from A to B. My name is Jessica Cross, and I am so excited to link arms with you and get started. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Third Eye on the Prize. It's Jess, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. And I have a really cool list of reasons you should say yes to an opportunity, and one big one that you should say no. So of these reasons, they may all fold into one another, but they're a little touch points, maybe even a list you can make when presented with an opportunity to decide if it's something that's for you or maybe it's something that you should pass on for now. All right, so the first of the 5 reasons you should say yes to an opportunity is you get that immediate excitement when the opportunity is presented. So someone asks you to be a part of a workshop, for instance, and you get that gut reaction, yes, it excites you. The idea of the partnership, perhaps the energetic exchange, from a monetary standpoint, or being exposed to a community that excites you. You get really pumped up on the idea. So that's a really good reason to say yes and take that person up on the opportunity. Another reason number 2 to say yes is if it gives you the opportunity to build a relationship with a key person in your industry or somebody that you really want to work with. You kind of idolize this person, or you've been looking at their audience and you say, we have a lot of crossover. That's a really good reason to say yes. And this might even be a reason if it's an unpaid option. So someone presents you with the opportunity to participate in a workshop that they're bringing in, a training they want you to guest as an opportunity rather. You get exposure to a new audience. You get exposure to their clients, and you may have a little bit of crossover. Maybe you share some clients, but you're going to get a whole new audience in front of your idea, your message, and it's just a faster way to build that like, know, and trust factor. So if you could build a new relationship, I would say that's definitely a good reason to say yes to the opportunity. Okay, the third one, you get to test your idea. If you have the opportunity to get in front of an audience and it's a new idea that you want to bring in, it's a new concept, it's a new subject matter, a part of your business that you haven't brought out into the world yet. It's something that you want to test. That's a really good opportunity to say yes. So you get to try something. You get to experiment and try new things and see what resonates with not only your audience or the audience that this is being tested with, but yourself. If you get to test an idea to give yourself some proof in the pudding that this is what you want to be doing, at least a part of your business, that's a really good reason to say yes. Okay. Number 4, the 4th reason you should say yes to an opportunity is a exposure to a new client base. So kind of alluded to this before, but you're getting to partner with somebody who has a bigger audience or a different type of audience that fits in with yours. You should totally say yes. This is a great way to meet new people, to network, to get your message in front of other people, to let them know who you are. Allow them to get to know your personality and see why you're a good fit for what you're offering. So exposure to a new audience, that's amazing energetic exchange. And if you have the option, like if that person that you're working with will allow you to share links to your social, maybe some sort of offer that you've got going. Maybe you're guesting on a podcast. Like, do you get to share your links as an example? Like, that's a really good reason to give a little bit of your time and say yes. Okay. Next reason, and the final one, fifth reason, you enjoy the work, even if it's unpaid or paid too. So if you enjoy what you're doing, if it brings you so much energy and enthusiasm to bring it out into the world, and it's a part of your paid offerings. If it's something unpaid, like, you have the option to again grow your audience, and it excites you and you feel really, really good, you enjoy it when you do it, say yes. Absolutely say yes, because you don't know what it's going to lead to. When you bring your enthusiasm, when you feel excited about an opportunity, you enjoy what you're doing, you're getting to meet new people and network and bring your ideas out into the world in a totally different way, that energy that you're bringing into the room or the virtual room is felt. People will match that energy because they can feel it. They can feel it coming off of you with that exuberance. People want more of that. That's what part of what we're chasing, even subtly. So if you enjoy the work, it brings out the best in you. Even if the energetic exchange is not monetary, you should totally say yes. Absolutely. Okay, so we've gone through the 5 reasons that we should say yes. Here's the big reason to say no. Your gut immediately, or even after some thought, gives you the thumbs down. If you get an immediate no, don't ignore that. There might be something there that you're not quite aware of. But if you're a little bit unsure, here's an exercise that you can do. And it's very simple. Write down all of the things that are coming up when you envision yourself in this opportunity that is kind of getting your gut to say, I don't know. Like, that might not be the right choice. So write those things down. Is it you get, not the best feeling about the person, or maybe the audience doesn't align, or the energy exchange for you is going to be over and above what you're willing to give. Here's an example. I've been asked to offer sound or yoga and meditation for unpaid, and it was a really great opportunity to expose myself to a new audience. But the length of time that was being requested of me was over and above what I was able to give and really willing to give. It was a long stretch of time, and I just couldn't commit because I knew energetically when I was finished with that opportunity, I was going to feel depleted, and it wasn't the best fit for me. So that was the time that I definitely said no. Even though some of these reasons that we just listed as a reason to say yes were true, the energy expenditure for me for that opportunity, it wasn't there. It wasn't something I was willing to give. And I'm glad I said no, even though I felt bad telling that person. We almost need to practice saying no sometimes. And you'll have lots of opportunities. I know I have, maybe you already are having those opportunities where your gut just says, yeah, this is not good for us. And you follow it. And it stings a little bit because, of course, I think we all want to give. And especially as women, we want to serve, we want to make an impact. And sometimes saying no feels kind of wrong. It kind of almost in opposition to that, but you're actually saying yes to yourself in that instance. For me, and the example that I gave, I was saying, yes, I need to be focusing on my business, and then I need to be in bed early because that's what fills me up rather than, driving all over the place and, delivering on that offer. So it was something I was actually, instead of saying no to everybody, I was saying yes to myself in that instance. So these are a few things that you can ask yourself when presented with an opportunity. Do these 5 reasons check off, or does my gut negate any of those reasons? And that's the one that I should follow. So those are just some things that I use when, presented with opportunities to offer sound, to, work with clients. And, I want to make super sure it's the right fit. this is a list that I use, and I hope that you found it helpful. You can always DM me on Instagram. It's jessicacross.co. And I'm happy to, help in any way that if these, I'm not sure if this is the right opportunity, like maybe we can kind of tease that out for you and see if it's a good fit. So don't hesitate. It's at jessicacross.co on Instagram. And I hope to see you in the Instagram world. And I hope to see you back here listening and hanging out with me on the podcast. It's such a pleasure to be with you always. Thanks so much. Thanks for listening to Third Eye on the Prize. Got an idea or something to share with Jessica? DM her on Instagram at jessicacross.co and let her know what's on your mind. We're so grateful for your support, especially as a small woman-led business. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time.